Alright, so I wanted to show you guys our big centrifuge, and we use this every single day in order to separate out liquids and mixtures that don't really want to be separated. So if we have a bunch of stuff floating in a sample, we want to separate out the part at the bottom, which we'll call a pellet, which is all the heaviest parts, from the liquid which we call the supernatant. So here I have trizol and chloroform, and we use trizol to extract RNA, DNA, and protein from cells, and then we use the chloroform to pull out the RNA and DNA and proteins from the trizol. So it sort of separates on its own. As you can see, it's doing that. But the reason why we actually centrifuge it is because we want the protein, which is in the chloroform layer, to become one solid layer that sort of sits on top of the trizol. So that way we can just pull out the RNA and DNA, which is what we're really interested in. So when I put it in the centrifuge, I always need to make sure I have a balance, which is the same amount of volume, so that way the machine doesn't break. So the reason why it separates is because of centrifugal force, which is the force you feel that pulls you outwards when you're spinning. So if you've ever gone on a merry-go-round or amusement park ride like the teacups or the gravitron, when you're spinning, you feel something pulling you backwards. And so we use that force in order to separate things out. So I can show you an example right down here with our sort of little tabletop centrifuge. And everything pulls, it spins around and pulls everything separated. So centrifuges can come in a lot of different sizes and speeds. So this little tabletop one doesn't go very fast, but we just use it to spin stuff really quickly. This is our big centrifuge, and it can go up to 1600 RPM, and it's also refrigerated. So when you spin things really fast, they tend to heat up. So the inside of this is refrigerated, so we can keep our samples at a temperature that's going to keep them stable for a long time.